Now in this topic, we'll see about what are the user-defined variables, constants, and what are the system variables are there that we can use in a web program. So variables are the data objects that we have to declare in the program, and when we execute the program, a memory is allocated to the variables, and variables are used for the storing of data at runtime. Those variables get created only when we execute the program, and the data exits and the variable memory exits till the program is on. Once we close the program, that gets destroyed. So we can declare the variables using different methods. One is like using the predefined method like C character, integer, numeric, pact number, etc. Or we can also declare the variable using the data elements, which we have seen in the data dictionary, how to create data elements. Or we can also declare a variable by giving a reference of a table field. And the constants are used now here, as the name indicates variable. This means that the value of one variable can change in the program based on the assignment. But if you use the constants, the value of the constants cannot be changed throughout the program. The constant will have a fixed value. Suppose for a variable discount as constant, if you assign value as 5, then throughout the program that constant dv discount will have the value of 5. But if you have the character type as a local variable, and if first you assign the xyz name, and if you print the first name, and after that we can change the value of this field. So variables data can be changed during the program. We'll also see all the system variables. In runtime environment, most of the time we require some system data like date or the time or the user who has logged in the program, and many other. There are system variables. So for using system variables, there is a structure called SY. So this both we'll see in this section. So first let's have a look at the variables, how to declare a variable and how to use. So go to T code SE38, give the name as ZUD underscore variables, give a heading variables constant and system variables. So the type as executable program, save. I am saving in a local objects. Now let's say first I want to declare a variable for the first name, last name and title. So for declaration variable, we have to use the keyword called data, and we have to give the name for the variable that can be max of 30 characters in length. Gives a meaningful name so that we can understand throughout the program. Let's say I'm giving title like Mr. Mrs. So I think this will not go beyond the 5 character. And after that we have to write type and we have to give reference. So here I am declaring this as of type C. Similarly, I am adding as GV underscore first name of type C. If you're not adding any length here, by default for the character type, the length will be 1. So for character, always mention the length here. Let's say first name I want to give as 25, and GV underscore last name, again I'm giving as the 25, type C. So those all variables I have declared using predefined type as C. We can also use the data element for this. Type C. Let's say I want to add more variables of other type I. If I want to add multiple variables under one declaration, we have to use this colon, and for each field we have to use comma. Okay. Second method, we can add individual, like here data I want to add as GV underscore, let's say GV underscore salary. Here I will be using as type I. Second, I'm using as gv underscore, let's say bonus, and type I. And I'm adding one more as gv underscore total as type I. For type I, no need to give the length. Now let's assign some value to the title, first name, and the last name. gv underscore title, let's say I'm adding as Mr. Let's say gv underscore first name, I'm adding as Mr. John, and gv underscore last name, I'm adding as David. Okay, so now assign the values to three variables. Now we'll print that. How to print the variable? Just like the write statement, give a backslash, and here earlier what we have done in the previous program, we have added the value in the single quote because it was the value which was printing. But now this time we want to print the value of this particular variable. So in this case we have to type the variable name here and no single comma. Okay, just for the field separator, for printing the next value we have to give a comma, but no single quote required here. If you're printing a text value, then only we have to use this brackets, commas, single quote. Okay, now after this I want to print the first name and the last name. Save and activate, execute. So you can see the values of the variables getting printed. Now as I mentioned, the value of a variable can be changed during the program. What does that mean? So let's say here I am adding as one underline, and I am adding as I'm assigning new values to the same variable. Here I am adding as skip 2, it will skip 2 lines, and let's say I'm adding as, let's say Vishal, and I'm adding as Kadam, and again I'm printing the same record. Now we'll see what is the impact of this. First I assign a different name to this variable and I'm printing the value. After that I am reassigning the different values and printing the same. Now we'll see what is the impact of this. Let's execute. So you can see we use the same variable for printing, but first it is printing the first name and then second name. This means that the variables content can be changed. Now let's have a look at the constants. Constants, let's say gv underscore, let's say incentive, type I, and value I am adding as 50,000. No decimal, as I am using here type I. And now I print the constants value here. Okay, we already seen first two, so I will print here only. Uline. Again print the same way, that is right, with a colon, slash, and I am printing the value here as gv underscore incentive. Now after writing these, just try to change the value of constants. Let's say I want gv underscore incentive here, gv underscore even it is not coming in the assignment. Okay, Let's execute. So if I want to change the value of this GV underscore incentive, let's say I want to assign a different value here. Once you click on check icon, this will give syntax error. The field GV underscore incentive cannot be changed because we have declared this as constants. If you declare as constant throughout the program, the value we cannot change. So this is the use of constants. 7 activate, executes. So you can see the value of content at 50,000 is getting printed on the screen. So in this way we can use the constants. Now let's have a look of other type, that is the type I. So let me comment below. Okay, just keep that as it is. So we'll write our new at the top. So here my GV underscore salary equal to I. So let's perform some arithmetic operation here. So what I want to do, my GV underscore total equal to, I want to do addition of both salary and bonus. Okay, so let's say my GV underscore salary equals to 1 lakh. Okay, now I want to calculate the bonus. That will be the 10% of this amount. So here we will use the arithmetic operation, that is multiplication. So let's say my bonus is that equal to GV underscore salary. The bonus will be 10% of this, multiplied by 10. Okay, so this is example of arithmetic operations. I'm dividing my salary and getting 10% of that as a bonus, and finally I'm printing total value, that is total salary, equal to GV underscore salary plus GV underscore bonus. Okay, this is example of addition. Similarly, we can just use the minus sign for the multiplication, and this way we can use the divide and use the star for the multiplication. So in this way we can use the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Now let me print the values on the screen. Right, GV underscore, let's say first write salary, that is GV underscore sal. Then on the second line I want to add as bonus, that is GV underscore, that is bonus. Then the third line as total salary, let's say total salary equal to GV underscore total. Now add this some color here, let's say color 3, and let's say color is 5. Save, check and activate. Now execute. So you can see the salary is 1 lakh and the 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000 rupees. The total salary is 1 lakh 10,000. So in this way we can use the type I integer for the amount field, and we have also seen how to do the arithmetic operation, that is addition, division and multiplication. Okay, now before this let's have one more example on the amount field. So as I use the I, that is without decimal, but sometime you might require the decimal values. Okay, so in that case we can make use of pack number and the float number. Let's say here my GV underscore salary is equal to one lakh, and my GV underscore bonus, let's say 2.5%. Okay, just make it 100. and let's say here I am adding as 37. Let's change some value here. Let's say 125. Forget about salary and this word bonus. Okay, so my requirement is I want to divide bonus with salary. So here gv underscore total I am adding as gv underscore salary and divide by gv underscore bonus. So first here I will change this to f. F is, that is, floating point. We'll see what is the impact of adding a floating point here. There is some spelling mistake. Q underscore salary, 7 activate, execute. Oh, I not printed the value. Let me print the value. gv underscore total, 7 activate. Write gv underscore total. So if you use the floating data element, floating type, so we can see after the decimal it will print all the decimal values of that particular value. Okay, if you use the integer, it will not print the decimal values. If you go with the floating point, then it will print all the decimal values. The third example, let's say I want to print a limited number of decimal values. So here I am adding one more variable, let's say total 1, and this time there is more concept is type p, and let's say decimal 2. In this case, the same value will get printed, but it will have only 2 decimal places. So there is a type called packed p. Here we can add the number of decimal places. So let's say the same thing I am printing again here. This time it is total 1, and on the new line I will print as 1. 7 activate, execute. Now here you can see it is giving the value as 9.62 because I have mentioned then there I want to print only 2 decimal. If I change this to 3, 7 activate, execute, now you can see 3 decimal point. So in this way we can use either the predefined type as C, or you can use the data element, or we can also use the table fields. So you can declare the variables, and we have also seen how to do the arithmetic operations. Now we'll see about the system variable. So what are system variables? Let me comment this, comment all this. In runtime, you want to print the date and time when the report is getting executed on the screen. So there is a structure called SY. This structure we can use that will have the multiple fields. So as per our requirement, we can choose which field we want to display. Here, let's say write today's date. Today's date and comma, I'm writing as psi. Just add sy hyphen and press enter. So you will see all the values which are available. Okay, so for the date there is a field called datum. DATUM is used for the date field. And let's say time. For time I want to print as there is a field called UZEIT, and I want to add one more variable, user comma psi uname, save and activate. Executes. You can see here the today's date, the current time, and the ID. Now how to see all the variables which are available in this structure SY? For that, either set a debugger here or click on this icon, set delete session breakpoint. This will make a debugger on. So just clicking here as click here or press this icon. Now execute. As soon as we execute, the program execution will stop at this row. This is called a debugging. In the debugging, we can observe the value of a fields of a structure, or we can also see the control flow of the program. Execute. Click on desktop 3. This is the program area, and on the right hand side you can see different types: variable 1, variable 2, local variable, global variables. Global means which you are declared inside this program. All the variables you can see on these sides. Now go to variable 1. Now here I want to observe this structure psi. Just enter here SY and press enter. This is a flat structure. Double click on this. So you can see all the values of that structure. Those are the component. Based on the requirement, we can choose which component we want to display. So here you can see the datum, and this is the 8 digit. The format of a date is 8 digit in the database, but while displaying, it displays 10 character. Go down. Here you can see the time, and here is the user ID. There are many other components like the title of the report. You can see here. You can see the program name. So based on our requirement, we can make use of this. So some common use are like for printing the date, for printing the type, for printing the username. We make use of this system structure SY. Execute. You can see date, time, and user ID. So in this way, we can use the variables and the system defined variables. We can do the arithmetic operations in a web program. This is very helpful once we start doing the program. So we should know the basic concepts, how to declare that, how to print the values, how to do the calculations. This will be very helpful when we're writing the actual web program.